Hi Scorpio, and welcome back to another reading. Let's see what the messages are today. Okay. Oh, alright, yeah, I was just gonna say, oh my God. Interrupted immediately. Anyway, I was just gonna say that I've been trying to find ways to reduce my stress levels because I've been really taking on too much lately, not having enough time. So that's why it was kind of funny that Four of Swords popped out as a reminder to rest, which I feel like I said that in every reading, but it's very important. Maybe a lot of us have many things on the plate right now, but I see the Three of Swords with the Four of Wands with the Moon card, so I'm getting that there's some healing taking place here after something really hurtful happened. I know my last reading was very emotional and heavy. I'm hoping that this is those people healing after heartbreak or healing after having to leave situation they were used to or something like that, because we also have the moon here, so I would say the moon represents healing as well, but it's also letting things go as it's a full moon on this, and kind of like going through the motions a little bit, allowing your feelings to take place and then also letting go of them and not hanging on to them. So you could be healing right now. Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to move on from whatever happened, by seeing your friends, having some fun. Here we have the Knight of Wands, so maybe you're like having some fun, dating, maybe you're dating, yeah. Maybe you're done healing after a heartbreak and now you're dating again. Let's see. Oh, okay. Interesting. We have the Seven of Cups with the Devil, so okay, I feel like this is good. I feel like you have a good judgment now from the past because the Judgment is here in the bottom. So with the choices that you make now in dating, I feel like you're very aware of red flags. You're very aware of what you don't want. And I feel like you went through shit in the past that gave you new goggles to see through when you're dating. So you're easily detecting red flags now. You're easily detecting like, this is not what I want, this is toxic, this is not good for me, because it may have been a thing in the past for you that you've been seeing a lot of people who didn't treat you right, seeing a lot of people who would keep you on your toes, keep you chained to them in like ways that aren't like, you can be obsessed in a good way, I suppose. I'm a Scorpio, so I feel like it happens, but they sort of just pull you in with their claws, and that's not if we're talking like a spectrum of obsession, I'm getting that it was not on the good end of the spectrum. It was not the kind of like, oh, I want to be with you all the time because you're nice and warm and loving. It's the kind of like the ones that keep you guessing, that makes you like not want to lose them, and they in different kind of ways threaten you to leave, but it doesn't have to be like so on the nose, but more so breadcrumbing and stuff. And for some reason that works sometimes to keep you want to stick around because you don't want to lose someone. Anyway, that's in the past. I'm getting this is dating, so I feel like you have a good judgment now. Good judgment now because of your past. That's good. Oh God, we had the Ten of Swords, so it must have been a really painful breakup. So yeah, that Four of Swords was really necessary. And then we have the Page of Pentacles in the bottom. Temperance. And the Hierophant. So... Oh my God. Sorry about that, Scorpio. Oh my God. Let's see. Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, Temperance. Yeah, so... I don't know if this is a warning to be more careful so that you don't end up with the same kind of people that you've been with in the past. I feel like before you throw yourself into something, it's important to take a step back and take a look at it from like a different point of view a little bit. Or just taking your time to feel it out with someone before you commit to them long term. Or like marry them and stuff. We have the Ten of Swords. So I don't know if it's that you've been too impulsive in the past and it got you hurt because things weren't what they seemed in the beginning. Because we have Strength in the bottom, so I kind of feel like there's a need to hold back a little bit here. There's a need to be more careful. Yeah. Because then you'll know what things are leading up to. And if it's gonna be good for you. We have the Six of Wands here. And the Page of Cups. So that's a new love beginning. Or it could be. It could be. Let's see. I feel a little bit anxious, to be honest. Anxious. There's interruptions. Maybe you're not done healing yet from past. I don't know. Three of Pentacles with the Judgment here again and the Moon again. So, because the Judgment is back, so I feel like you have good judgment now. That you know that a good thing takes time to build, and it's not gonna be perfect from the get-go. From the get-go. It sounds like the little lizard. Oh my God, I love lizards. Anyway. Oh my God, I want to look up the symbolism for lizards now. Symbolism. Lizard represents the world of dreams, healing, and survival. In general, lizards are associated with protection, good fortune, rebirth, good luck, and prosperity. In folklore, their roles are generally positive. Healing and good luck. The sacred spirit of reptiles has an aggressive independence. People who work with reptile energy often find themselves retreating into the inner realms of self or extending to their higher self rather than fussing over current situations. Aggressive independence. I love that. What was I saying? Oh, that things aren't perfect from the get-go. Get-go. Yeah, okay. So easily distracted right now. I just feel like you learned a lot from the past, but I want to know like what's happening right now. Yeah, let's see. 'Cause I'm not getting much, so I don't know if you're like closed off a little bit. Maybe you're really, it could be that you're really protecting your energy here. Yeah, because you've been through a lot here with the Nine of Wands. And that you kind of distract yourself maybe a lot from, aggressive independence here. It could be that you're very comfortable and not really ready to give into a connection right now because you've been... Like, it takes a lot more time or energy and effort for you to actually end up in a relationship because your standard is much higher now, because you don't want to end up in the Five of Pentacles stage anymore. It's gonna take a lot more than just a connection to be with someone long term here. We do have the oh my God, why is my autofocus never working? We have the Two of Wands in the bottom with the Ace of Pentacles here. So You want a really solid offer and not just emotional promises. I feel like you've gotten a lot of promises. Like, people will be like, oh, I will give you the world, I will give you this, I will give you that, I'm gonna take care of you like the queen you are, blah blah blah. But like, what does that mean practically? What does that really mean in the real world? You know, it's fun to get those promises. Like, it's exciting, it triggers like a nice warm tingling feeling, like, yeah, sure. But now you realize that that doesn't mean that that's the future. Like, you realize now that that's just an empty promise a lot of the times, and that's just a way to reel you in, and it's gotten you hurt before. And like, you are very independent, and I feel like you are stronger than ever right now financially, or I feel like you're well enough off to be taking care of yourself, and you don't have to have a lot of money to do that. I feel like you're fine on your own, and I feel like you appreciate your own company and your own routines, or at least you appreciate the way that you take care of yourself. And if you're gonna invite someone else to that space, they need to also be really good at taking care of themselves. And the criteria to be with you right now is it has a lot to do with how well they fit into your life and what they could bring to the table that will make your life better, and not make you stagnate, which has happened before. That's not going to hurt you, that's not going to cause drama. You don't want that. You want like a strong practical offer here. You don't want the empty promises. Even though they feel nice to hear, you're like, yeah, okay, what does it mean? Like, I don't need that's the thing, you don't need the ego boost, because you do appreciate yourself, you do love yourself, so you don't need someone to come into your life and be like, oh, I'm gonna take care of you, you're gonna be my queen, you're gonna be my, all of that. It's kind of like, yeah, you know, I don't care about that. I want to know what you can bring to my home. Like, can you take care of the dishes for me sometimes? Can you like pick me up from work? Can you I don't know what your love language is, but whatever it is, I feel like can you surprise me from time to time? Can we help each other out? Can we plan for future together? Do you want to go in the same direction as me? Otherwise, I don't feel like we are a good fit for neither of us. Because I feel like you may have a plan, or you have a goal. You kind of feel like maybe you're living in the city and you're like, oh, I want to buy a farm and I want to live there, and I want someone to also want that, so we can live that dream together. Or vice versa, it could be that you're living on a farm and you're like, oh, I want to move into the city, but I don't want to do it alone. You know, maybe you want to travel abroad, maybe you want to move to a different country, a different city. You know, you have dreams, and if you're gonna invite someone into your life now on that level, you want them to be open to that, or at least want to do that as well, because you're tired of we'll solve it in time, or like, no, I don't really want to do that, but like, you don't you don't want to rely on the connection as much as that has a big play in. There needs to be a balance, right? We did see temperance. There needs to be a balance. Like, sure, there needs to be a connection. There needs to be this feeling in your stomach where you're like, oh, it's tingling. I feel like I'm gonna. Not that you feel like you're on a roller coaster. Not the drama part, but like the good part in your stomach where you're excited. That's what I mean. Like, you want to feel this strong connection, but you also want it to be practical. You don't like, you've done we can work it out in time because we love each other. Like, that's not what you want to do. You don't have time for that, right? You don't want to have to hope that they'll come around to want to be on board with your plans. You want to know from the get-go. Get-go. Yeah, you're like your own little gecko, protecting yourself. Yeah, we have We have the Three of Wands with the Nine of Wands. So that's kind of what I mean, that you've been through all of these things already and you're like, oh, I want something new. I'm ready for, you know what you're ready for. That's kind of what I feel. I feel like you walked this road and now you're here where you're like, oh, I see what it is now. I see what it is that I want, and it's not that unattainable. It's just beyond the horizon. You're kind of just waiting for the right person to come in. You're ready for love. You're ready for any type of commitment that you want, of course. It doesn't have to be exclusive. I'm just saying, because my view on relationships, it's quite abstract and nuanced compared to how they usually look. So I'm just saying, maybe you also feel that way. That the relationship with each person is very different, and you can't really, it's difficult to know what you ask from someone until you meet them, you know. The connections are very different, and yeah, we see relationships very differently. All right, yeah, because I know I mentioned like open relationships and stuff in another video, and I know that that's a very sensitive topic, but I'm still gonna talk about it because I think it's important that people out there who aren't strictly monogamous also feel like the way they view relationships are valid as well. All ways of relationships, like the structures, they're valid. Like, you just have to find the right person, right? Or people. So yeah, I feel like you're just you've been in like all these relationships that you always had to leave because they weren't what you wanted. They left you vulnerable and they left you tired and burnt out a little bit, I'm getting. Yes, oh my god, perfect. Scorpio card always. Death card with the Ace of Swords. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of these deaths definitely led you to some sort of important insight or mental clarity that made you realize, oh, this is what I really wanted all along. I didn't really want all of these things that I thought that I should want. Because we are very, very... oh my god, what is the word? Affected by the environment around us, right? So if everyone's encouraging you and kind of insinuating that you should be in a relationship with and it should look one way, or it should be with one type of person, or it should be with one type of gender, or anything like that, I feel like we walk that path because it's already been paved for us. So we kind of feel like, oh, this is the natural way to go. But somewhere along the road, it kind of like, it feels more and more, there's a resistance, right, in our souls where we're like, this is not really what I want, I think. I feel this, oh my god, I keep losing my words. I feel this, yeah, this resistance the further I walk down this path. But should I deviate from the path? Because I don't see any other paths. But that's fine, you can pave your own. That was so cheesy, but it's true. It's true. You do your thing. And I feel like you finally, maybe you've grown up a lot, you realized a lot, you have a lot of experience, and now you're like, oh, see things for what they are. And you have a much more nuanced way of thinking rather than the imposed way of thinking that most of us do have. I love that. I think that's really beautiful, Scorpio. I love that a lot for you. Yeah. We have the King of Pentacles here, and I don't know why I did that. The Knight of Wands. This is like a combination of fun but still stable, and like playful and not so serious, but still very much reliable. So maybe this is what you want. Maybe you're looking for this invested person who makes effort, but is also very open-minded, playful, because this is Sagittarius, if I'm not wrong. Or I always see this as Sagittarius anyway, because they're very open-minded, they're spiritual, they're willing to learn, they're playful, and like when this pops out on its own, I kind of feel like it's a little bit hard to trust, but together with the King of Pentacles, and you put them together as one person, that's actually really nice, because then there's some fun lightheartedness to this serious king, right? And that's like the King of Pentacles can be a bit boring because he's so stable, mature, and serious, and like super traditional in a sense. While the Knight of Wands is more like playful, like I just said. Yeah, I don't have to repeat myself. You understand what I'm saying. And so maybe that's what you're looking for, and I hope that you already found it. But if you haven't, keep looking, because there are people like that. I feel like we just have to be open, and we do kind of manifest the people we want into our lives, right? By being that type of person, or by I think it's important to think, what can I give? I think that's a really important step in manifestation. If you're manifesting, let's say you're manifesting this, I really want a serious, committed person, but who is also open-minded and spiritual and fun, someone who I can have like a good time with, someone who sees life through my lens. I really want that. And then what could you also give that person, right? Because that's just as important, because the universe is a lot about give and take, right? That's why we have these slumps, these horrible parts of life. Like we get into these murky waters, and then we grow up like a little lotus flower if we choose, right? So yeah, there is light and dark. That's the way of life here. So I kind of lost my train of thought there, but I think I made my point. I don't know why I'm so easily distracted right now. Maybe you can relate. Yeah. Okay, interesting. We have the Three of Cups in the bottom again, with the Page of Swords and the Two of Cups. Now this is a page. I need another card, I think. All right. Okay, the Tower here I just saw. All right. This is interesting though, because I usually don't like the Page of Swords, and like, I don't know if I should call this a love reading or not, but it kind of is, right? So in love readings, I don't know if I like the Page of Swords, because it's kind of childish and a little bit, I feel like, nosy and not that mature in communication, but they are willing to learn, so that's always something. They're like curious, right? But then we also have the Four of Pentacles, which is closed off and private and not really sharing. So I don't know if there's someone out there who is like into you, but they're not saying it, or you're closed off to finding a connection here. There's something about like a connection here that's like, there's walls built, there's some curiosity, but it's sort of like a little bit from a distance. Did see the Tower, so maybe someone has to break a silence here. This could be someone that you used to maybe you used to be friends with this person. Perhaps you used to there could be someone in the past that fits this criteria of yours, but maybe you're a bit scared of contacting them. But seeing the Tower and the four walls, I almost said, so yeah, I feel like someone has a wall to break down, right? Or a silence to break, something like that. Or just, yeah, you could know this person and you're both curious with each other, but maybe you're working together and you do have like, oh yeah, it could be small talk. with this page. It could be small talk, it could be that you don't have a lot of communication because you don't have a lot of time together. Maybe you say hello each morning or something like that, but then you work at different stations, or you change shifts but you just say hi when you walk past each other, something like that. So maybe someone has to take the initiative to like ask a question or something, because I see success here with the Six of Wands. Okay. Oh, we have the Hermit here with the Five of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. I'm really scared of the manipulation aspect in that combination. I'm scared that I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I don't know why I reacted like that. I just mean I'm afraid that oh my god, I'm seeing someone walking outside. He's wearing like a big bag on his back, and he has this huge plant carrying. He's carrying around a big plant in like a backpack type of thing. Oh my god, I can... Oh, wow. Oh, he's throwing it out. All right. Oh, he's disposing it. Or is he maybe gonna plant it? Maybe he's planting it. Ooh, then that's a really good sign. Nope, he just threw it out. He just took out the trash. It looked really cute though. He was just carrying that plant like it was his friend. Oh, alright. Oh my god, he looked back at the plant. Like he was like, goodbye. Goodbye, plants. That was really sweet. Anyway, maybe that means something to you. Throw out the trash. Because I'm seeing here that with the Six of Pentacles, I'm afraid that someone could be either using you for your money or that they pretend to be really nice, but they're not. Either way, we have the Hermit card, so there's a lot of reflection here. I always get nervous when I see the Five of Swords. Oh, because we also had the Five of Pentacles. Or maybe someone could be... Okay. You know what? Someone could be wanting to make up for their past mistakes or like causing hurt. Yeah, like healing. Again, healing is a very prominent theme for today. King of Swords. So, okay, let's see what the signs are. I keep forgetting. I see Scorpio, I see Sagittarius, I see... Like, all of the elements are here. But if I'm looking at the major arcana, there's only... Right now, there's only Scorpio and Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, sorry. And then we also did see the Hermit, which is Virgo. We've seen a lot of things today, but yeah, those are the ones I remember. Okay, I'm getting like a lot of messages. That's why I'm like stopping to like separate my thoughts a little bit. I'm getting like so many perspectives right now, but on one hand, there could be an ex reaching out that's like, oh, I'm sorry, I did all of this, I've been healing, I've been realizing that what I did was wrong, and I want to make it up to you. And for some of you in that case could be open to that, and like if it feels right in your heart, then I trust you to make rational decisions here. But I'm also a very firm believer that I'm just getting the sense that it's better to move on. Like the guy, he threw out the plant. It's a beautiful plant, but it was time to go, I guess. Maybe it was taking up too much space and didn't really bring anything to the table more than being beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. So be careful, because the Five of Swords is kind of like borderline abusive, and I don't like that. So it's better to maybe look towards new things here with the Three of Wands. But you do what is right for you. Obviously, I don't know your situation well enough to actually give like heavy advice. But for most of you, I'd say if you're like looking for a sign to move on, then here it is, like move on, because there are better, newer things out there that is gonna stimulate you more, especially with the King of Swords showing up. I feel like, yeah, someone could be feeling sorry, but they should just move on, like you probably have done, because we have the Six of Cups on the table, so that represents past. Nine of Cups with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, moving on is gonna make you happier than... But I feel like most of you aren't gonna be like, yeah, thanks, let's try again. You may be like, oh, thanks for your apology, I guess. Bye. I hope so, at least. Because I get this sense that there's a lot of good things for you in the future, even though it takes time. Like I feel like it's gonna take some time to find that right person, and it may make you feel lonely at times, but rather you have things taking slowly and then you finally end up with a really good person, a really good match, rather than someone from your past that's gonna... Like, it's gonna be in the back of your mind. Like, are they gonna fuck me over again? Even if they're not, I feel like there's... Like, losing that trust, especially for us Scorpios. Like, we don't fuck around with trust. We have... usually in our lives, we experience loss of trust with a lot of people around us. A lot of people let us down. A lot of people make us... yeah. That's kind of the path we're on a little bit. Being Scorpios, we have to... Oh my god, he's taking out more plants. Oh, he's working. I'm fucking stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. It's his job. I was like, where did you get that bag just for plants? Alright, I get it. That's so funny. Anyway... Yeah, we don't fuck around with trust, so if someone really, really lets us down, especially if it's a Five of Swords moment, which is like super heavy hurt, then yeah, it's gonna be in the back of your head. It's gonna be like, maybe they did this. It's gonna be weird when they come home later than expected and stuff, and they may not be cheating on you or lying to you, but it's gonna feel like it. So, yeah, our life path has a lot to do with evolving from the past and moving on, letting go, letting new things come in, which is hard for us because we are very attached people and we like working with what we have. We are fixed signs, but yeah, those are the lessons we have. Like, I feel... this is one of the heaviest things for me in my life, to be able to let go of things and let go of attachments and going with the role of things. But yeah, I'm trying my best every day, as you are as well. And here we go with the new experiences, right? Oh my god, yes, Wheel of Fortune with the Fool. This is great. This is great. These are two major arcana cards, and they are fucking magical together, in my opinion, because it means that focus is shifting, things are shifting, feelings are shifting, energies are shifting. Because you're taking a leap of faith. You're like trusting that things will work out, and they fucking will. Oh, I love this. So yeah, please don't accept the past back into your life. Keep that shit blocked out. And move on to something new, and know that there's much better things if you just allow yourself to trust and believe that, even though it takes time. The Fool is Aries. And the Wheel of Fortune, I don't know. Let me check. Oh, right. It's the fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Oh my god, I was just talking about us being fixed. So yeah, trust timing. Trust that things are gonna shift. trust that if you've been like in a stagnant place recently, or if you've been feeling stagnant, then things are gonna change for the better. Things are gonna get a move on here, especially if you're like, oh, was that the Queen of Wands? Oh, I love the Queen of Wands. Oh, so there's some sort of passionate project or person or something that's gonna spark some joy into your life. Oh, I love this. All right, yeah, I'm gonna pull like a last card for this reading, and then I'm gonna wrap it up, because this was a really good reading. Yeah, I did see the Nine of Swords. I didn't mention it. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. It's been a lot for you. You've had a lot of anxiety. Oh my god, the 2 nines. Oh my god, Scorpio. You've been through a lot. You have a lot of experience. We do go through a lot of pain. That's very heavy for us Scorpios. So, Nine of Swords, a lot of late nights with anxiety. Nine of Wands, a lot of hardship to overcome, and you may feel like you're still in like this very much of a battle in your life right now, but you're almost there. This card is encouraging you to keep going, because you're almost there, okay? Yeah, and leaving behind the things that aren't serving you. Leaving behind the things that are only making you stagnant, that are draining you, that are making you feel heavy, that is not alleviating you of any baggage that you may have, right? Let's see what note we end this on. Universe, any last messages for Scorpio? Page of Cups. All right, here we go. That's a good end for this reading. The Page of Cups with the 4 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh. There's definitely love for you, Scorpio. With the Queen of Wands, like I said before, it may take time, but when it comes, it's gonna be really, really good. It's gonna be very reliable, resourceful. I think a lot of the things good about a relationship is that you can help each other out with economical things and material things, right? And also I feel like there is a new person coming in with the Page of Cups, and they're gonna make you really happy with the 4 of Wands. This is also a marriage card, so it could be like, it's gonna take time, and when you finally meet this person, it's gonna be like an immediate spark. It's gonna be very romantic and cute, and then it may actually lead to marriage and building a home together, building a life together. This is what I'm getting, because the Queen of Pentacles, the Pentacles are Earth, so it's very much about being stable and economical and practical. And then the 4 of Wands is just like a really good celebration card. Like I said, it could be marriage. It's just a card of happiness. So keep the faith, keep pushing. I know it's heavy right now, Scorpio. I know. Like, honestly, I want to give you all my good energy, my strength, not all of my strength, all the strength that I could give to you, all the strength that I can share to you, just good energy. I'm gonna let it echo through the camera into your space. Echo, gecko. Maybe someone has a lizard or something out there. I'm just really like focusing on a lizard right now. Read up on the lizard if you feel like it resonates, or if you feel drawn to it. I feel like there's a message there for some of you. Yeah, so very good, positive end, even though it's heavy right now. If you feel anxious, Scorpio, make time to relax. I'm right now making like a lot of planning in my notes app, because I realized that if I don't plan, if I don't structure, then I'm fucked. Because I take too much. I get water over my head. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. I take on too much, and then I feel almost burnt out, and that may be what you're doing as well. So, yeah, find time where you can just relax, like watch a good show without being stressed. Find time where you can just sleep, take a nap, be with someone where you can just relax, just take a bath, go to spa if you can afford it, something like that. Take time. Ask for a massage from a friend. That could probably really help. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much for watching today. And if you resonated at all, or if you have any questions or anything, please drop a comment, drop a like. And if you resonate with me at all, you're very welcome to subscribe and join my little community in this part of YouTube. And I'll see you next time, hopefully. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye, Scorpio.